How's it going, folks? It is Matt back with another crypto video, and today's video is on DigiByte. And just quick mention, I do not take credit for this video that I just played. I found it on a tweet from Stephen P Kendal. But as always, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment, and let's get right to it. So this first bit of news that I have, this is a tweet coming from Rudy Bouwman saying, "Big thank you to Dynex official for listing DigiByte coin as a base pair. Because DigiByte will be a base pair, all currencies traded on this exchange will be traded against DigiByte." That's a big deal, big news, very exciting, and really a nod of approval or stamp of recognition coming from Dynex to realize the potential of DigiByte and then use it as a base pair on its exchange. This article kind of talks more about that. I'll provide a link to it in the description, but basically it's saying partnerships, developments, and listings are an inevitable part of every coin's growth in the crypto space. However, the security, decentralization, and speed-focused cryptocurrency DigiByte has been handed a feather in its cap with this announcement, and that is without a doubt, indeed. So typically when an exchange decides to list a currency as a base pair, they're looking at the volume of that currency, and that's what they base their decision on. And Dynex came out and said that this was not the way they made their decision. Dynex noted that it will be redefining the way things work in the space, as it won't be listing assets as a base pair based on the volume, but rather their potency. Dynex added that it believes that DigiByte and Polis are strong projects with an engaging community. As such, it will be listing the two as base currencies. So they're not looking at the volume of DigiByte, they're looking at the potency of the project. They recognize how superior this technology is, and really the community behind it being as engaged and active as they are is one of the reasons why DigiByte was chosen to be a base pair on this exchange. So looking at the exchange itself, this is Dynex.io. I'll provide a link to this in the description below. I found it worth noting that this was never an ICO. They're not going to have an ICO. They are completely funded by themselves, which is interesting in my mind in itself, as these people aren't looking to get rich quick. It seems like by selling a ICO token to fund it, they're going to fund this project themselves. They also have a new approach as far as listing fees. They say all projects have the possibility to be listed without paying any fees if they can fill our requirements. You know, I haven't really dug into the website itself to find what their specific requirements are, but there are no listing fees. So that is a good thing in itself too. And Dynex is a decentralized exchange as well, meaning you own your private keys. You are the owner of your private keys. And as far as trading fees, it says when we launch in mainnet, we will release an innovative fee structure. We choose not to disclose it at this moment. It will be our secret sauce, and they say you will definitely like this. So they have not stated what their trading fees will be, but I'm assuming they will be low or potentially free if they're saying we will like it. So you know, time will tell when they do finally launch and get up and running. And really, I find it interesting that there's a lot of new exchanges coming out recently in the past couple months. You know, we got Microscope, there is Etherbase, there is DX Exchange, most recently CloverDex, and now Dynex. And they all have one thing in common, and that is that they have all listed DigiByte. On Microscope, Etherbase, DX, and CloverDex, they've all provided a fiat pairing with DigiByte. And on Dynex, DigiByte will be a base pair on the exchange. And I just know that someone's going to comment and say that DigiByte's still not listed on Binance, they're still not listed on Coinbase, but really, does that matter anymore? You know, there's so many different exchanges now that are offering fiat pairs, and now that DigiByte is its own base pair on this exchange, I really think Binance is losing its weight. I think Coinbase, the same thing can be said. There's multiple exchanges now that offer fiat pairings, and I think the kind of hype that came along with a listing on one of those exchanges is kind of all but died at the moment. So that's, you know, it would be nice to be listed on Coinbase or Binance, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's not needed, especially as new exchanges such as Dynex continue to come up and continue to list DigiByte and provide fiat pairings for it, or even list it as a base pair itself. You know, the space is changing. New companies are coming out. They are listing DigiByte. So again, that's why I don't think a Binance or Coinbase listing is really necessary at this stage in the game. So moving to the next article I have, I'm not going to read this whole article, but this is a fantastic article. Under the Microscope, DigiByte Part 1. I definitely can't wait to see Part 2, Part 3, or however many parts they come out. Basically, this is useful if you are new or learning or interested in learning about DigiByte. They go through why DigiByte is more secure than other proof of work cryptocurrencies out there. You know, it's more secure than Bitcoin, more secure than Litecoin, and this article does a good job of pointing out why that is the case. You know, Bitcoin and Litecoin have a single mining algorithm. DigiByte has 5 mining algorithms, which further decentralizes the project and further adds security to it. But again, I'll provide a link to this in the description so you can read through it yourself. It's definitely worth the read. Last bit of news I have today, this is another tweet from Rudy Bouwman saying the future of the world will be dramatically reshaped by blockchain technology in many ways no one is even talking about yet. And that's a quote from Jared Tate's new book, Blockchain 2035, The Digital DNA of the Internet 3.0, the magnum opus, a 300-page and growing book soon to be released. And I definitely cannot wait until this book is published, released, and I will definitely be buying my own copy of this. I clicked on the link, and this provides just a sneak peek of some of the chapters that will be within the book. It's broken into 4 parts. Part 1, the basics. Part 2, the philosophy. Part 3, the applications. And Part 4, the future. Part 4 definitely sounds interesting to me. Chapter 15, starting with the implosion of fiat. And I've long thought and long said that it's going to take the implosion of fiat before we see true mass adoption of cryptocurrency. You know, I'm interested to read Jared's take on what the implosion of fiat is. You know, Chapter 16, Blockchain, the new geopolitical arms race. Chapter 17, A Guardian Angel in the Postmodern World. Chapter 18, Blockchain Democracy. You know, we could even use blockchain for voting, in the voting fraud and whatnot. Chapter 19, The Quantum Leap. So definitely excited for Jared Tate's book, Blockchain 2035, to come out and be released. You know, I haven't seen details on where you can buy it yet, but I know, or I believe they're looking at having a pre-order, and you can pre-order this and pay with DigiByte. You know, there might be some other options out there. I haven't seen all the details, but you know, first things first, let's get the book done, and then we'll figure out where we got to go to buy this thing. So that will wrap up today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.